always can put on the floor. And, with our starting lineup, we start 6'2" to 6'5", and got a lot of long arm, long legged athletes that can really get out and run as well. And we want to pressure the ball and get in passing lanes and make some things tough and then fight for every rebound too. So that's definitely been a strength of ours this year, our defense. And again, kids have bought in and worked tremendously hard on that end of the floor.
You mentioned with having a lot of new guys coming in that have been coming off the bench in a lot of cases. Have there been some players, one or two, that have in particular stepped up in your eyes here in this season?
Well, we've gotten contributions from a lot of people up and down our lineup. Everybody looks at Ty Hoagland. He's a tremendous player with a lot of experience, and he's been our leader all season long. And guys have really taken to his leadership and kind of risen all their games to another level too. Of our starting lineup, Sam White contributed quite a bit to our success last season. He's had a little more of an expanded role this year offensively, and maybe being a little more of a facilitator from the high post position. But he's a tremendous rebounder, and he's really played a lot better defense this year. Jeffrey Shook in the paint is a 6'5" sophomore that's really improved tremendously from last year, and he's just gained a lot of toughness this season. He's a pretty good interior post defender, and he's been a strong rebounder for us. And then on the wings, in our starting lineup, Sheldon Simmons everybody knows him as a shooter, but he's really worked to improve his overall game. He can put it on the floor a little bit and score, and probably the biggest improvement of his game is on the defensive end as well. He's taken a lot of pride in using his length and athleticism to guard the other team's pretty tough perimeter players. And then Mason Peters is our other starting wing, and he's just an athletic, high-energy, high-motor player who oftentimes draws the other team's best player on defense, and he's really just taken pride in doing that. Offensively, he's accepted kind of his role of being the strong guy who takes it to the basket, and he's done that pretty well. So we've had great contributions off our bench as well. Tanner Heim getting healthy again here. We missed him early in the season. He's getting healthy and finding his role here a little more every game we play. And then we have a couple other players off the bench, a couple sophomores, Carson Rentz and Mason Schmidt, that have given us great minutes. And then Austin Ellingson as well as a junior that's played the point guard for us some, and he's just a feisty competitor. So we've had contributions across the board, and that's been a huge key of our success.
When it comes to the game tonight against Madison, what do you see as some of the keys for your team to get another win this year against the Bulldogs?
Well, Madison's a tremendous team. They play aggressive, in-your-face defense, and Coach Ricky does a tremendous job. Big keys that we're going to have going into this game, we got to out-rebound them. We got to not give them second chances. They got a lot of strong physical players inside that really crash the boards hard, and we can't give up second chances, and that's been a big focus going into this game. We also want to limit their transition offense. Madison really likes to get out and run and push the ball, and they're at the best when they do that. So we want to crash the offensive boards on our end, but then we also need to really get back in transition defense. And then we got to execute good offense. Madison's going to play tremendous defense. They're going to be aggressive. And we got to execute good offense and handle their defensive pressure that they're going to pose to us.
Well, that first matchup with Madison and Dell this year, Madison had the lead at halftime. Your team really exploded there in the third quarter to take control. I was impressed not only with the intensity of your team in that third quarter, but then in the fourth quarter, Madison started hitting some threes, and you guys just kept knocking down clutch free throw after clutch free throw. I think it speaks to the experience of your team in terms of, what the Dakota 12 puts you through in order to get ready for postseason basketball. And you've just played some intense games this year.
Well, there's no doubt about that. Our conference is tremendously competitive, top to bottom. You have to play well every night to have a chance to win. And, we found that out late in the season, and we didn't play very well against Lennox, and they beat us, and Lennox is a good team. But you have to have that intensity every night playing in our conference. And you have to, it prepares you well for the postseason, where you have to be able to execute down the stretch on both ends of the floor. You have to be able to hit some of those key free throws. In our first game against Madison, it was kind of a game of runs. We came out early and made a run. They answered. Halftime, Madison had the lead. Early third quarter, they came out and hit a couple more shots and really extended their lead. And then, our guys really dug in. We executed good offense, and we really dug in and played some good defense. And, fortunately, we were able to hang on down the stretch there. So, it's going to be an intense battle tonight in the Region 3A semifinal. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and good luck in the ball game.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your coverage.
That's head coach Jason Fearsdahl of the Dell Rapids Warriors. We'll be back with Madison coach Mike Rickey next in the Farmers Ag Center pregame show.
Find everyday low prices at County Fair Foods in Dell Rapids. Count on the local butchers to set you up right with fresh USDA choice cuts and fresh ground beef. And check out County Fair Foods' weekly flyer for great specials. Don't forget that your daily purchases can lead to discounts at the County Fair Foods gas station so you can fuel up for those road trips throughout the season. Find everything you need in the deli, dairy, and produce departments at the friendliest store in town, County Fair Foods on Highway 77 in Dell Rapids.
Avera Dell's Medical Group and Avera Dell's Area Hospital, with a clinic taking same-day appointments with extended hours as well, Monday evenings until 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to noon. Come meet the 4 family practice doctors as well as visiting physicians for specialty services, including prenatal and obstetric services and same-day surgical procedures such as cataract and colonoscopy. Avera Dell's Medical Group and Avera Dell's Area Hospital, making a positive impact in the lives and health of our community.
It's been a great winter for Madison High School activities. The Madison Gymnastics program won their 19th state championship and swept the top 3 spots in the individual all-around. And Madison sent 8 individual wrestlers to the state tournament. Now as the season winds down, the Madison Booster Club wishes good luck to the basketball teams as they begin postseason play. Good luck, Bulldogs, from your supporters in the Madison Booster Club.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and seed technology. With the premier products and one-on-one relationships their local field experts provide, they're dedicated to helping their customers grow. At Wilbur Ellis, they're always bringing you new ideas, and they never stop looking ahead. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Call 489-2171 or 1-800-699-2171. Wilbur Ellis, proud to sponsor this broadcast and area athletics.
East River Electric Power Cooperative wishes the Madison Bulldogs the best of luck this postseason. As a wholesale power supply cooperative serving eastern South Dakota and western Minnesota, East River Electric exists to enhance the value of its members by helping to power the lives of tens of thousands of people and empowering consumers to use electricity more efficiently. East River Electric is a proud community sponsor. And on behalf of the many hard-working East River Electric employees who call Madison home, we say good luck, Bulldogs.
There has never been a better time to be a Bulldog. Madison High School student-athletes have proven themselves to be among the best in the state, on and off the court. Your locally owned and operated Dairy Queen in Madison is proud to support not only the athletic achievements of the students, but their scholastic and educational achievements as well. Congratulations, Madison Bulldogs, on all that you have and will achieve from the entire staff at the Dairy Queen in Madison.
Welcome back to the Farmers Ag Center pregame show here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM. Madison head coach Mike Rickey was Joel Morgan's guest Wednesday on the KJAM Coach's Corner show, and the two started off by talking about the win on Tuesday over Garrettson.
You know, we hadn't been starting very well in games recently, so I was pretty excited when we came out and got up 9-1, and then it was just, I'm not sure what it is. If I'll give some credit to Garrettson. They came out and hit some shots. They hit a couple 3-pointers in there. I think they went on a 9-0 run, but it just kind of seems like once we get the lead, then we try and change what we're doing. Instead of continuing. I tell the kids all the time when they get sick of it. I said, just bore me to death. Just do the same thing over and over and over as long as it's having success. And what make teams take things away from you. And and last night I thought after we got that lead, we tried to get a little too fancy. We tried to do a little too much and had a couple turnovers that they turned into points, and then they got a little bit of energy. So, but I guess the one thing I would say about that is I was proud of the kids for responding to that, because they went on that 9-0 run, and then I think we went on an 11-0 run right after that. So that was a good response.
Some numbers I'm sure you're happy with walking away from that. You guys win the battle on the boards. You're out rebounding 44-29. Marcus was your leading rebounder in that game. Something you made a point of emphasis at some stretch in the season was rebounding. You guys had that stat last night.
Yeah, and that's always big, and I've been spoiled because for for a lot of years, rebounding has always worked in our favor. And this year, it hasn't worked out that well, you know, and a lot of it's because of the size we're giving up, but a lot of it's just because of the, you know, the kids not boxing out. I mean, not doing the right things technique-wise. And so we've been working pretty hard on it. And, you know, in the postseason, to me, the two biggest statistics are turnovers and rebounds. And if you can win both of those, you know, have the edge in turnovers and the edge in rebounding, you're going to win most of your games. And, you know, to start the playoffs with a big advantage on the boards is a good thing, and hopefully it'll carry over.
You also got 22 off the bench last night. Aaron Fegan, he had 10 in the contest. How happy have you been with the production off the bench lately?
You know, I made the comment tonight again at practice that, you know, our bench has been playing great minutes. Brody Fredrickson has put in a lot of really good minutes for us over these last 4 or 5 game stretch. Riley Yonke, same thing, and Aaron Fegan has been a contributor for most of the year. So, you know, any production you can get off the bench is always a positive, you know, and you know, there was, I think in the Dakota Valley game, our bench actually scored our starters in the first half of that game. So, you know, they're really the one that kept us in it for the first half. And, you know, we weren't able to go out and get it finished in the second half, but, you know, because of our bench, we at least had a chance in that second half. And, you know, and that's continued now into the Millbank game and now into the Garrettson game. So, you know, those kids are coming off the bench with a lot more confidence, and they, you know, and they know that I believe in them, and they know that I believe that they can go out there and get the job done. And they're going to go out and play with that same kind of confidence on Friday night, and we need that contribution from our bench. That's big for us.
Tanner Deno scores 26 last night. You missed a lot of the season last year with injury. How happy have you been to have him healthy this full season?
Well, it makes a big difference, you know, when you got when you got your full squad. You know, I still think of that every now and again about how things might have been different had he been healthy. You know, he tried to play in the postseason last year and just wasn't 100%. You know, was rusty, but you know, to have him out there, you know, and to have your full arsenal, even though Mitch is struggling a little bit with a sore foot, you know, so we rested him the second half. It sure is nice to see everybody out there and know that if you go down, you're going to go down with your full squad. And you know, Tanner got off to a good start, and you know what I always like to go to. You know, I give Tanner a heck of a lot of credit for the way he played, but he didn't get the ball in those positions to score on his own. We had a lot of really nice passes to throw him open, and we, you know, once he was hitting shots, they kept going to him, and that's a sign of a good team playing unselfish basketball.
You go to play at the Element Center for the semifinals Friday night. You've been there a few years in a row now. What's that atmosphere like over there in Sioux Falls?
Oh, I love the Element Center. It's a great place to play. You know, we've played a lot of games in the Element Center, and you know, it's kind of our second home as far as we probably played as many games there as we have anywhere else. And it's just it's a great atmosphere, you know, because it's big, but it's not too big, you know, and the crowd noise is still deafening, you know, especially when you get 2 good teams in there. And, you know, on Friday night, it'll be Sioux Falls Christian will have their crowd there, and Flandreau and us and Dell Rapids, and those other teams will stick around and watch our game. So it should be a full house on Friday night, and the atmosphere is great, and I know our kids enjoy playing there as well. So we're excited about the opportunity we have.
You go up against the Warriors. You've lost the last 3 meetings with Dell Rapids. It's always talked about how great their offense is because you can see those numbers on paper, but their defense is just right up there with their offense. Ty Hoagland, he gets a lot of steals, turns that ball over a lot.
Yeah, he does, and that's the key on Friday night is to limit your turnovers. You know, they're just so darn long. You know, and I don't know if the average fan understands what I mean when I say long, but you know, they're tall, but then they got those long arms, and they sit in that 2-3 zone, even though they've been playing more man-to-man. When they're in that zone, and they all get Coach Firsdahl does a great job of coaching them, and they always have their hands up. And you know, when you got 6'4", 6'3", 6'5", and 6'2" out on the floor, they're all got their hands up. It's like a forest out there, and you're trying to maneuver through it. And you know, and it gave us a little bit of trouble on the first time we played them. But you know, we still did a lot of really good things in that game. We just had a bad stretch of about 4 minutes at the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter, where they were able to get a lead. We fought and we clawed. We got it back to 5 in the fourth quarter. We just couldn't get back all the way.
How are the guys feeling coming into Friday? I know it's 0-3. It's Dell Rapids. It's a big game, but at this point in the season, do they know what adjustments are need to be made, and are they feeling maybe they're due right now to get that win?
Yeah, you know, our kids don't lack any confidence. You know, they believe in themselves. They believe in what we do, and And they believe that anytime they take the floor, they have a really good opportunity to win. And I know that they're going to take the floor on Friday night. They will not be intimidated, and they'll be ready to play. And you just got to caution them and make sure that they don't go out there and get too hyped up and overplay too early and make mistakes because they're trying too hard. You got to go out there and you got to kind of get a feel for the game before you go all out. Our kids are excited for the opportunity, and you and your broadcast partner have both brought up the 0-3, but let's go back a couple years before that. It's pretty even. So we're not too focused on that, but it'd be nice to be 1-3 after Friday night.
The guys who were on the team last year, guys who saw minutes last year, you came in the underdog seeding wise against Sioux Falls Christian. You had their number last year. Are guys kind of reminding each other of that situation in the semifinal?
I guess we haven't really talked about that, but that's got to be in the back of their mind. We came out as the underdog last year and played a really, really good game against a really, really good Sioux Falls Christian team and pulled off, I guess what some people would call an upset. We didn't look at it that way. And we'll feel the same way on Friday night. If we're able to come out of there with a win, we're not going to look at that as an upset. We're going to look at it as an expectation. So, that's kind of our mindset going in, and we'll see how it goes.
That was head coach Mike Rickey of the Madison Bulldogs talking to Joe Morgan Wednesday in our Coach's Corner show. We'll be back with a look at the starting lineups next on the Farmers Ag Center pregame show.
Time to do something about your old windows. Anderson has replacement solutions that are right for your home. Low maintenance, energy efficient Anderson windows and patio doors are available in custom sizes to make replacement easy. You'll find a range of colors, sizes, and styles. And since they feature Anderson craftsmanship throughout, you're not just replacing, you're upgrading. Pro Build in Madison, your Anderson window dealer, has contractors available to install windows.
High success rates, low tuition rates. At Dakota State University in Madison, we believe a quality education is one that is affordable and lands you a job or helps you continue your educational journey. 95% of our 2013 graduates started their careers or continued their education after graduation. Combine this with technology infused in all majors, and our grads are ready to be leaders in any field they choose. Log on to dsu.edu to see where our quality education can lead you. Dakota State University, technically, we're better.
Weiland Funeral Chapel is proud to be part of Madison since 1954. It was founded on a commitment of service and to provide the facility's environment for dignified funerals. The Weiland family is dedicated to giving full consideration and understanding to your family's wishes, whether they be simple or complex. Weiland Funeral Chapel congratulates all the Madison High School athletic teams and activities on a great year. You make the community proud with your hard work and dedication. Contact the Weiland Funeral Chapel today and learn how pre-planning can help ease your mind and help comfort your loved ones. Check out WeilandFuneralChapel.com.
Twin Lakes Animal Clinic, TLAC.
Take special care of your animals with Twin Lakes Animal Clinic in Madison and the Howard Animal Clinic with Doctors Tom, Dave, Brooke, and Jennifer. They're on hand with helpful hints on animal care. For your vacation, rely on Twin Lakes for boarding facilities. Call for details. From house pet to complete livestock herds, Twin Lakes in Madison and the Howard Animal Clinic are stocked with both small and large animal supplies. Call Twin Lakes Animal Clinic for helpful hints on your animal care.
King Insurance Agency of Madison is your local trusted choice independent agency. See Brian King for your home, auto, farm, business, life, health, and Medicare insurance needs. Call or stop by King Insurance for peace of mind where you need it most. King Insurance of Madison, 427-0641, or stop by just across the street from the courthouse in Madison. King Insurance in Madison, 427-0641, proud to support the Madison Bulldogs.
Sometimes spending a little can save you a lot. Taking time to implement some energy-saving features in your home will not only save you money, but help protect our environment. Make the switch to compact fluorescent light bulbs. They use 75% less electricity and last up to 10 times longer than incandescent bulbs. And plug air leaks around windows and doors with weather stripping or caulk. Install a programmable thermostat to automatically adjust your home's temperature for energy savings day and night. Properly insulating your attic will save money year-round by preventing air leaks. These energy-saving tips brought to you by Heartland Consumers Power District, the power of forward thinking.
Welcome back into the Farmers Ag Center pregame show here on Dakota's Best AM 1390 KJAM as the leaders of the field leads you up to tip-off of tonight's game between the Madison Bulldogs and the Dell Rapids Warriors. Sioux Falls Christian has advanced on to the region championship game. They did so here just a little bit ago on this floor with a 69-39 win over Flandreau Public. So Sioux Falls Christian awaits the winner of this game, the Madison Bulldogs and the Dell Rapids Warriors. Thank you for joining me. I'm Mac Rose here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJM, and streaming live online at AmazingMadison.com. You'll find that free online video stream up and online as we speak at AmazingMadison.com. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We'll start with the home team, the Dell Rapids Warriors. Coming in with a record of 19-2 on the season. Starting for Dell Rapids at the guards will be the big scorers, 6'3", senior number 24, Ty Hoagland. Also at a guard, 6'4", sophomore, 6'3", senior number 21, Sam White. 6'4", junior number 20, Sheldon Simmonsma. 6'3", junior number 13, Mason Peter. And the 6'5", sophomore forward number 23, Jeffrey Shuck. For the Madison Bulldogs, it's the guard tandem of 5'10", senior Tanner Berg, along with the 6'1", junior Mason Layton. Forwards for Madison, 6'3", senior Tanner Den Hode, 6'2", junior Marcus Vanden Bosch, and the 6'1", senior Mitch Hansen. Mitch has been dealing with a little ankle injury that he sustained in the Millbank game, last game of the regular season, but has been looking pretty good as he's gone through his warm-ups here tonight and looks to be ready to go. Bulldogs Den Hode will jump things up here against Sheldon Simmonsma for the Dell Rapids Warriors. And our Region 3 semifinal from the Elman Center at Augustana campus is underway in the opening tip. He is controlled by Dell Rapids. They will hand it off to Ty Hoagland and begin the offense quickly. A three put up by Simmonsma, off the mark, no good. That was Den Hode with the rebound for Madison. Quickly out ahead to Mason Layton. Layton into the front court, pulls up with it on the wing on the left side for the Bulldogs. Off to the senior Mitch Hansen. Inside at the paint for Vanden Bosch. One-on-one, trying to battle his way in on Shuck. The ball is blocked out of bounds and will stay with the Madison Bulldogs. First possession for Madison. They went right inside. Something that they struggled to do the first go-around with Dell Rapids. Had to take a lot of threes. Now, they shot the three pretty good in the end as the ball gets tipped out of bounds and stays with Madison, as Berg was trying to throw in the inbounds pass from the baseline there. Madison made a lot of those in the third quarter of that game against Dell Rapids. Struggled to get inside against the Warriors. First possession, they go for it here, just got denied. 18 of the shot clock as the Bulldogs still have it off the wing with Berg. Top of the key, Den Hode out for Vanden Bosch beyond the arc now. Corner for Hansen, fakes in a three, going to drive baseline, kick it out. Top of the key, Den Hode's three got blocked, and the rebound came down to Sam White. For the Warriors tries to go back to Hansen, taken away by White, and then White got fouled. Taken away by Hansen. The pass from Sam White, intended for Ty Hoagland, was intercepted by Mitch Hansen, and then he got fouled. Foul was on Ty Hoagland, his first personal foul, and it remains Bulldog basketball. Hansen triggers the inbounds pass, top of the key to Tanner Berg here for the Bulldogs. Out to Marcus Vanden Bosch now. Back to Mitch. Right side wing three coming up from Den Hode. Got it! Tanner Den Hode with the shot from beyond the arc, and it's a 3-0 lead here for the Madison Bulldogs to start things off on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard of this Region 3A semifinal. Top of the key for Simmonsma. And poked away by Mason Layton. Layton has it across the timeline, one-on-one with Hoagland. Is he going to attack him? Yes, he does. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Den Hode, kicks it into the corner for Berg. Steps inside the arc, fires up a jump shot, no. And the rebound to Shuck for Dell Rapids. Hands off to a long shot. Oh, my goodness, from Ty Hoagland. He hits the three and answers the three from Den Hode. We're tied here in the early going. Berg off the wing for the Bulldogs. Now out top of the key. They swing it over from the left to the right to Mason Layton. Back over to Marcus Vanden Bosch now. Dell Rapids going man-to-man to start off the game. Jump shot from about 10 feet. Fade away by Mason Layton. No good. And the rebound out to the Warriors. They hand off immediately to Hoagland. He'll run it up the near sideline. Hoagland guarded by Vanden Bosch. Hesitation dribble. Drove inside. Then kicked it back out top of the key to White. White over left side to Shuck. Drives in for the baseline. Shot up off the window. No good. Vanden Bosch with a nice job rebounding for the Bulldogs. Waits for everyone to clear and then throws it ahead to Mitch Hansen. We're tied at 3 here in the opening minutes of this ball game. Pass over to Mason Layton now off the wing here for the Bulldogs. He's guarded by Mason Peter. Into the corner for Berg now. It's Hoagland on Tanner. Bounce pass to Den Hode. He's got the only 3 for Madison. Here's Hansen. He wants a shot at a long 3, and he's going to bury it. A 3 for Mitch Hansen. A 6-3 lead for the Madison Bulldogs. Den Hode drops back to pick up Shook, and it'll be Hoagland bringing the ball into the front court here for Dell Rapids. Hoagland holding with it off the wing. Dribbles to his right, now drives in, floats with the left hand, left it short off the front of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound tip back to Hoagland, put up the shot off the glass, no good. Layton got the rebound, fell down and handed off to Vandenbosch. Vandenbosch ahead to Hansen. Hansen wants to run, bumped from behind and fouled by Sam White. And it'll be Bulldog basketball. First foul on White, second on the Warriors here. 5:07 to go first quarter. Madison leading by a score of 6-3. Mason Layton with the basketball here for the Madison Bulldogs. Over to Den Hode, top of the key, Marcus Vandenbosch. They run Hansen off a screen. He gets the ball, fires it into the corner for a Den Hode 3. It's on the way. It's off the back of the iron, no good. But Tanner Berg got the rebound and dribbles it out beyond the arc. Nobody on him, so he'll take a 3. Can't hit this one. And the rebound out to Sam White. White ahead to Hoagland, and here come the Warriors now, down by 3. This Simmonsma tries to go inside for Shook, and it's out of bounds. Turnover number 3 on Dell Rapids here in the first half of this first quarter. Madison basketball here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM. I'm Mac Rose coming to you from the Helena broadcast booth. Helena Madison People Products Knowledge. Marcus Vandenbosch had the ball, hands it off for Hansen. Fires a pass into the corner for Layton now on the right side. Fakes a couple of times at that 3. Off to Vandenbosch, now to Berg here. As Dell Rapids staying very close on the Madison shooters. Aggressive man-to-man defense. Berg drives inside, puts a shot up off the window, and connects inside. Hard-fought 2 for Tanner Berg. And a 5-point lead for the Bulldogs as Hoagland comes into the front court. Passes off for Shook. Hoagland flashes through the paint. He'll kick it off left side for Mason Peter. Peter back over to Shook. Corner right side now to the hands of White. Guarded by Mitch Hansen in the corner on the right side. Shook skips a pass for Peter. Peter from the block, left side, puts up the shot. Count it, and 1 for Mason Peter. Got fouled by Mason Layton, and a chance for a 3-point play from the GSN Insurance free throw line. Brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. No account too big or too small. We like them all. Tanner Heim into the ball game for Dell Rapids, as is Mason Schmidt. As Mason Peter tries to complete the 3-point play from the line. The free throw is up and good. 8-6 lead for the Madison Bulldogs, about halfway through this opening quarter as Layton brings it up for Madison. Across the half-court line, goes around a Hansen screen, drives inside with the left hand, puts up the shot, no, but a foul. And Mason Layton will head to the GSN Insurance free throw line. He'll shoot 2. Who's it on? Foul's going to be on Mason Schmidt. His first personal, team's third for the Dell Rapids Warriors. Layton looking for his first points of the ball game. Will try to convert from the GSN Insurance free throw line. Free throw is up and good. No, rolls out. Spoke too soon. As Hansen and Berg come out, Fegan and Brody Fredrickson into the ball game for Madison. Layton looking for that first point here. Try again for the GSN Insurance free throw line. Off on the first, second one up and good. And back to a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs now at 9-6 here in the opening quarter on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Ty Hoagland will slowly walk it up into the front court for Dell Rapids. Off the right side for Peter. Peter takes a couple of dribbles to his left. Layton nearly poked it away. Gets it back to Hoagland now. Vandenbosch all up on him. Goes around a screen. Here comes a double team. Gets it back over to Peter. Peter drives baseline. Picks up his dribble. Back out to Hoagland now beyond the arc. 12 to shoot. Hoagland into paint. Hop step. Leaves it off. Nice dish for Shuck, and it's good. Jeffrey Shuck with his first 2 and a beautiful assist by Ty Hoagland. And it's a 1-point Madison lead here at 9-8. Layton will come up into the front court as Dell Rapids falls into a 2-3 zone. Here's Brody Fredrickson now to Mason well beyond the arc. Steps into the top of the key now. Bounce pass left side for Den Hode. Trying to drive baseline. Passes off into the corner. Brody wants to look at a 3. It's going to be short. Rebound to Fegan. Fegan put back. No, he left that one short, and Shook got the rebound for the Warriors. Out quickly to Hoagland. He comes across the far sideline for Dell Rapids. drives around Vandenbosch into the paint, lost the ball going up, got it back, puts up the shot, off the window, good. Ty Hoagland with 5. And the Dell Rapids Warriors take their first lead now at 10-9. Layton throws it ahead for Vandenbosch on the far side of the court. Now back to Brody and back top of the key to Mason against the 2-3 Warrior zone. Mason stuck between the circles, finds Den Hoed on the left side. Now inside for Vandenbosch, turn around in for Fegan. Fegan shot block, got his own rebound in traffic, picked up his dribble, needs to get rid of it, tried to pass it away, intercepted by Mason Peter. First turnover on the Madison Bulldogs. Warriors come over to Hoagland. Hoagland will slow it up with 2 to play. A 10-9 lead for Dell Rapids here in the first quarter. Hoagland guarded by Marcus Vandenbosch will fire up a deep 3 and bury it. Oh my heavens, Ty Hoagland. Hit it from the scorer's table. Long pass ahead. Nobody on Den Hoed. Fakes on that 3. Drives inside. Runner with the right hand off the window. It rolls. 2 for Tanner Den Hoed. And a quick whistle. Ball was knocked out of bounds by a foul on Marcus Vandenbosch. First personal on Marcus, second on the Bulldogs here in this opening quarter with 1:40 to play. Dell Rapids will bring Sam White back into the ball game along with Sheldon Simmonsma as Shuck and Mason Peter get a breather. 13-11, Warriors have the lead here in this Region 3A semifinal matchup. Winner gets Sioux Falls Christian in the championship game on Tuesday night. Pass right side for Sam White. Beyond the arc and getting a lot of room by Hanson. Back to White again as he threw it into the corner. Now gets it back, step back for the free throw line. Fires a pass off for Heim into the ball game. Top of the key for Hoagland now. Guarded by Riley Yonke. Trying to drive on him. Pulls up free throw line. Yonke was all over him. Shot no good. Fegan got the rebound. Outlets to Brody now. Brody pushes it across the timeline. Throws it for Hanson, who had his back turned, but he got the ball. Hanson drives inside the arc. Kicks it out. Looking for Berg. Going to be intercepted by Sheldon Simmonsma. Simmonsma throws it ahead for Hoagland. Hoagland got the ball knocked away by Brody. Second turnover on Madison here in the opening quarter. We have just under 1 minute to play in the first. 13-11. Dell Rapids has the lead. Bounce pass comes to Ty Hoagland now. And we've got a whistle down low. It's going to be an offensive foul on Dell Rapids. They'll call, I believe, Mason Schmidt for the hold. That'll be his second personal foul. Fourth turnover on the Warriors here in the opening quarter. He gives the ball back to the Bulldogs with 55 seconds to play in the first. Berg, Fredrickson, Hanson, Fegan, and Yonke on the floor here for the Madison Bulldogs. Berg comes across the front court, picked up by Hoagland. Now they try to trap him. He'll bounce it away to Fredrickson. Now back to Berg. Berg waiting with it. Dribbles to the top of the key. Hands it off for Mitch. Mitch dribbles to the corner. Back to Berg. Now right side for a Fredrickson 3. No good. He missed it badly there. Offensive rebound. Battled for underneath and lost off the hands of Hanson. And out of bounds. It'll be Dell Rapids basketball. Shot clock will be off for the final 32.5 seconds here of this opening quarter. Ty Hoagland, who else will walk it up for Dell Rapids? Yonke picks him up at the midcourt stripe. And Hoagland will wait to go to work here. Leading by 2, 13-11, as the seconds tick down. Still holding with it with 12. Now with 9 seconds to shoot in the first. Now with 6 seconds, ready to make his move. Yonke goes to the steal. Hoagland step back, deep 3, contested shot, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. And we got a foul with 0.1 seconds to go. Oh my goodness. 0.1 seconds, they will send Sam White to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot 2. And head coach Mike Rickey not happy with the call. The foul was on Brody Fredrickson, his first, team's third. And Sam White will step to the GSN Insurance free throw line with a 1/10 of a second on the clock and missed the first. Carson Rentz will come in. Hoagland will come out to make sure there's not a silly 1/10 of a second foul here. Last free throw for Sam White. On its way. No good. Rebound Bulldogs. First quarter comes to an end. Your score after 1 quarter is Dell Rapids 13, Madison 11. We're back in 1 minute on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
Introducing the new Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now and made just for you meals for just $6 every day.
I got it made fresh at Subway.
Take your pick from 6 of our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. With a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips, the new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you still got it made.
Subway.
Prices and participation may vary. Additional charges for extras. Select time to see store for menu selection, price, and time, and Hawaii. Your number one, Bulldog fans. Auto Owners Insurance and GSN Insurance is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Scott Gusso at GSN Insurance in Madison today, 556-0242. GSN Insurance, no account too large or too small. We like them all.
Welcome back to the Helena broadcast booth. Helena Madison People Products Knowledge. Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in South Dakota knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that will get you out of the house for a couple of hours and be fun. Now talk high school activities. Bang for your buck. School activities provide the perfect game plan for a family. Enjoy the drama and excitement of competitive activities. You'll be supporting the future leaders of the community in a meaningful way. This message brought to you by the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Ready to start the second quarter. Madison Bulldogs have the basketball. Dell Rapids Couriers have a 13-11 lead. Hanson in the corner on the left side for Madison. Over to Den Hode. Now Vanden Bosch drives his way into the paint, pulls up just inside the free throw line, and connects on the jump shot. First two of the ball game for Marcus Vanden Bosch here for the Madison Bulldogs, who tied up at 13. Pass right side for Shuck now. Out top of the key for White. White hands off Hoagland just inside the arc. The jumper is up, no good. Long rebound is going to be picked up. No, knocked out of bounds by Mason Peter. And it will be Madison ball. Leighton, Vanden Bosch, Berg, Den Hode, and Hanson back on the floor of the starting five here for the Bulldogs as we start quarter number two. Leighton around the screen. Coming in from the left side, kicks into the corner for a Den Hode look at a three. Nope, going to step inside the arc, put up the jump shot, no good. He's hit his first, has struggled a little bit with the shot since then. And the rebound out to the Warriors. Hoagland with it. Will pass off for White. White back top of the key into the hands of Peter. Peter back to White off the wing on the right side. Hoagland cuts through the paint. And now a pass off for Simmons, but step back high, arcing three off the front of the iron, no good. Hanson runs down the rebound, pushes it ahead to Berg. Berg looking to drive in from the baseline, puts up the shot, got fouled, and it'll be two for the GSN Insurance free throw line for Tanner Berg. Good aggressive play there by the Madison Bulldogs. And the foul is on Sheldon Simmonsma, his first personal, team's fifth. For the Warriors with 6:40 to go here in quarter number two. We're tied at 13 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. We remain tied as Berg misses the first free throw short. Second from the GSN Insurance free throw line for Tanner Berg is good. Nothing but net this time. 3 in the game for Tanner. And a 1-point Bulldog lead here at 14-13. Ty Hoagland will bring it up across the timeline. Vanden Bosch picks him up and he passes away right side for Mason Peter. Peter guarded by Mason Leighton. Passes out to Shuck now. Back over to Peter on the wing on the right side as Hoagland tries to cut through. Vanden Bosch there denying that cut. He'll get it back to Hoagland at the top of the key. Steps to his right, tried to step back, couldn't find his footing. Handed off for Peter. He's looking to drive inside, and they'll call the foul on Mason Leighton. Hanson was hoping a foul call was going to be offensive, but Leighton picks up his second personal instead. With 6:15 to go here in the third, non-shooting foul to be Dell Rapids ball on the baseline. Leighton on the floor with 2. And Hoagland triggered the inbounds pass for the Warriors. Looking, still looking, now lobs it up, looking for Simmonsma, and Berg, did he step over the line? Yes, he did. Berg did a great job of staying right there with him. Simmonsma caught it just on the Dell Rapids side of the half-court line and then stepped over to get his footing as Berg was right there with him and commits the over and back turnover. Bulldogs get the ball, leading by 1, 14-13 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Den Hode on the right wing, Simmons ball all over him. Here's Hanson, nice pass inside for Leighton, outside for Berg, nothing there. Hoagland's out on him. Berg steps back, we'll find Vanden Bosch on the wing on the left side. Now Mason, looking at that three a couple of times, gives it off for Hanson. Hanson about 2 feet beyond the wing. Here's Den Hode with the basketball now. Vanden Bosch, Berg comes off a screen, catch and fire three, it's no good. Rebound, Den Hode has it in traffic. We have a jump ball, yes we do. Jump ball, it'll go to Dell Rapids. Berg couldn't get the Dell's defender away from him. Timeout on the floor with 5:44 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
Your regional dirt moving expert is Dawson Construction. For over 50 years, Dawson Construction has provided road maintenance, snow removal, building site prep, rock and gravel projects, and new dugouts and pond cleanups. If you're looking for a quote or advice on your project, call Dawson Construction at 772-5756. Dawson Construction, your rock, gravel, and dirt specialist. Proud to sponsor area school activities.
Welcome back to Dakota's Best after the Dell Rapids timeout. Madison leads 14-13 here on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Warriors have the basketball. As we get back underway, Hoagland will walk it up across the Viking logo at center court here at the Elman Center on the campus of Augustana College. Passes off for Shook now, turns around, hands back to Hoagland behind him. Hoagland looks to make a move, comes across the screen, gets double team, goes inside for Shook. Shook almost traveled with it, almost lost the ball. Now finds Peter, pulled up jump shot from 10 feet, good for Mason Peter. He has 5 in the game. Hansen tries a long pass, hit by Hoagland out of bounds. Oh, it'll be Dell Rapids basketball. Turnover on the Madison Bulldogs. 15-14. Warriors have retaken the lead here in the second quarter. As Hoagland walks it up for Dell Rapids into the corner for Mason Peter, who just hit the 2. Peter holds with it in that corner. Now steps inside the arc, picks up his dribble. Simmons has been quiet. They're not looking for him here. They go back to Peter. Now off to White. White tries to go inside. Back to Peter. They're playing a little two-man game. Here comes Hoagland now between the circles with 12 to go. Setting a screen is Shuck for him. Vandenbosch fights through it. Hoagland will give it up. Over to a nice cut by Sam White, and he lays it in for an easy 2. And it's a 3-point lead for the Warriors now at 17-14. Berg into the front court for Madison. Off to Mason Layton beyond the wing. Back over to Tanner. Top of the key. Open 3. No good. And the rebound is controlled by Jeff Shuck for Dell Rapids. Shuck quickly ahead to Hoagland. Hoagland behind the back dribble. Drives in free throw line. Runs into Hansen. Throws it up. Oh, they'll call the foul. And send Ty Hoagland to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot 2. Might have been a no contact kind of situation. Mitch was playing it pretty clean there. That's what you can see if you're watching our video stream at AmazingMadison.com. Head coach Mike Rickey saying he's playing him straight up, standing still. But Hoagland will get the trip to the GSN Insurance free throw line. He's got 8 in the ball game, and he can't hit the front end of the free throws here. Dell Rapids has missed 3 of 4 free throws in the ball game. But they lead by 3, 17-14 with 4:25 to play in the second quarter. Here on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard, second Hoagland free throw. He won't miss again. He has 9 in the ball game to lead all scorers, and the lead is 4 for Dell Rapids, their biggest lead of the ball game at 18-4. Mason Layton brings it up for the Madison Bulldogs now. Mason turns around, hands off behind him to Berg. Back over to Mason off that right wing. Vandenbosch holds with it. Den Hode looking for that shot. Got blocked by Simmons, but high in the air for the rebound is Mason Peter. Ball knocked away by Berg, but Hoagland controls and will bring it up. What a block by Sheldon Simmonsma. Here's Hoagland around a screen to the left side. Hard hedge by Den Hode will force him back. Vandenbosch trying to poke the ball away, took it away. And the steal by Marcus. Hands off to Hansen. Long pass ahead, Den Hode. Brings it right back to Layton now, and the Bulldogs will slow down off the 6th Dell Rapids turnover. Mason picks up his dribble, needs some help. Finds Hansen beyond the wing. Faked in a long 3, got his defender in the air, drives inside with contact, will go to the line to shoot a pair. Might have been Tanner Heim there with the fouls. That they got? Yes, it was. Tanner Heim with his first personal foul. Team 6th. That sends Mitch Hansen to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a pair. Mitch had an early 3 in the ball game, scoreless since then. Madison has spread out the scoring amongst the 5 starters as Hansen buries the first free throw. Brought to you by GSN Insurance of Madison. Stop by, see Scott Gusso at GSN Insurance on Eagan Avenue in downtown Madison. No account too big or too small. They like them all. Cuts the Dells lead to 3 now, 18-15 with 3:33 to play here in the second. Second Hansen free throw is good. He has 5. Time for the team high here for the Madison Bulldogs. A 2-point Warrior lead now as Hoagland walks it up across the timeline. Off on the left wing for Shuck. Finds Simmonsma now, guarded by Berg. Simmonsma goes inside for Peter on that block. Brody's in, guarding him. Nice cut, Ty Hoagland. Great pass. And Hoagland gets an easy 2. Fredrickson into the front court. Bounce pass for Tanner Berg now in the corner. Back out to Brody. 2-3 zone again by Dell Rapids. They've alternated man-to-man in the 2-3. Near a steal. Brody somehow was able to get it back and got it over to Berg. Berg, bounce pass for Fegan. Low post, goes up to the high post for Vandenbosch. Powers his way in and lays it in. 4 in the quarter for Marcus Vandenbosch. And back to a 2-point Warrior lead. 20-18 our score here on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Shucked a long way away from the wing. Now they go inside for Simmonsma in traffic. Left the left-handed hook shot, no good. And the ball comes out to Fegan. Fegan ahead to Hansen. Hansen drives inside. Got the ball tipped away and taken away. Long pass ahead to Hoagland. Berg on him. It's a one-on-one. And Berg will stay on Hoagland here. Hoagland looking to cross him over. Drives inside. Right-handed layup. Got it up over top of Fegan. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back. Shuck. No good. Ball got back to Peter. His attempt no good. 3 missed from point-blank range. And Berg comes away with the Bulldog rebound. Trailing by 2. Now 2 to play in the second quarter. Here's the 2-3 zone again. Fredrickson trying to shoot him out of it. 3 for the lead. Good! For Brody Fredrickson from downtown. And a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs. 21-20. Hoagland slows the tempo as he walks it across the timeline for Dell Rapids now. And passes off for Tanner Heim. Just inside the 3-point arc. Swing it left side for Peter. Here's Hoagland now in the corner, posting up Simmonsma on Berg, trying to take advantage of that mismatch, and they do. Simmonsma gets his first 2. And the 1-point lead back to Dell Rapids now. As Brody now runs it up across the timeline. Nearly lost the ball. Dells wants a double dribble. They'll get it away to Marcus. Marcus pass inside for Fegan. Fegan with the lay-in. Good. First 2 of the ball game for Aaron Fegan. 5 points from the bench players here in this last minute for the Bulldogs, who are back to a 1-point lead, 23-22. We've got 1:05 to play in the first half. Great one here in this Region 3A semifinal. With it is Heim for the high post, stripped away by the Bulldogs. Fegan fighting for the loose ball. He got fouled, and it'll be a 1-and-1 from the GSN Insurance free throw line for the Madison sophomore Aaron Fegan. Foul is on Tanner Heim, his second personal, team 7th. Heim will come out, as will Sheldon Simmonsma. And Aaron Fegan will step to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 59 seconds to go in the first quarter. The first half. Fegan, 2 points in the game, his first trip to the GSN Insurance free throw line. The tall right-hander's free throws a little too strong, and the rebound controlled by Shuck for Dell Rapids. Can get a 2-for-1 here if they choose. Hoagland brings it up. Hoagland, top of the key for Peter now. 45 in the game, or the first half here. Fading away is the jump shot from White. Shot no good. Rebound out to Brody now. And Coach Ricky flashes him to play. And Brody slows it up as he crosses the timeline. Pass off to Hansen. Hansen right side. Deep 3. Brody air ball. Vandenbosch rebounds and threw it off a Dell's player. Shot clock did not reset. So 19 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock. Here in the second quarter, 23-22, Madison Bulldogs have a 1-point lead. Brody will trigger the inbounds pass. Looks inside for Fegan. Nice pass to him, and he lays it in and 1 for Aaron Fegan. First the cut by Vandenbosch to the left of the lane, then the cut on the right side from Fegan. He came open. Brody found him off the inbounds pass. Aaron caught it and put it up in one motion. Got fouled by Mason Peter, his first personal, and a chance for a 3-point play for the GSN Insurance free throw line with 22.9 to play here in the first half. Marcus Vandenbosch comes out, and Riley Yonke will come in to guard Hoagland for Dell's final possession. Free throw by Fegan is back iron, no good. Hansen fighting for the rebound, knocked it away, and Riley's got it. Now out to Fredrickson. The Bulldogs can hold for the final shot. Over to Berg on the right side with 15 seconds. Ricky calling out the plays here for Madison. Berg will direct traffic now with 10 seconds. Now with 8. Bounce pass off for Fredrickson. Off the wing, 5 seconds. Riley Yonke lost the ball, got it back. Has to make a move inside, kicks it out for Berg. Long 3, no good. And the first half comes to an end. The Bulldogs with a 3-point lead, 25-22 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. The Lakes Family Chiropractic halftime show is coming your way next in 2 minutes here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
Improve your health and in turn your life through chiropractic care from Lakes Family Chiropractic in Madison. Dr. Reverts at Lakes Family Chiropractic provides quality in caring chiropractic care to eliminate pain, numbness, and assist in sports performance. You'll also receive tips for nutrition and lifestyle modification, looking beyond your symptoms and into the cause of the problem. Lakes Family Chiropractic is located southeast of First Strollers in Madison.
I am Dr. Abby Reavers. Call us at Lakes Family Chiropractic, 556-2002 today.
Find everyday low prices at County Fair Foods in Del Rapids. Count on the local butchers to set you up right with fresh USDA choice cuts and fresh ground beef. And check out County Fair Foods' weekly flyer for great specials. Don't forget that your daily purchases can lead to discounts at the County Fair Foods gas station so you can fuel up for those road trips throughout the season. Find everything you need in the deli, dairy, and produce departments at the friendliest store in town, County Fair Foods on Highway 77 in Del Rapids. For over 40 years, Schwabach Insurance has served the Sioux Empire with complete insurance and real estate services. Schwabach Insurance is an independent agency and will figure the best rates available for your personal and business protection. Schwabach Real Estate is on the Sioux Falls Multiple Listing Service and can take care of all your real estate planning. Contact Schwabach Insurance and Real Estate in Del Rapids at 428-5498 for details. Schwabach Insurance and Real Estate, here to serve you.
Dell's Materials is your contact for all your ready-mix concrete projects. From residential, commercial, and agricultural projects for all of Minnehaha, Lake, and Moody counties. Dell's Materials can also deliver rock, sand, and gravel to your site. And with BX Civil and Construction, they specialize in civil and construction projects of all types, including dust elimination. For more information on the dust eliminator, visit bx-cc.com. And for all your concrete construction projects, contact Dell's Materials today at 605-428-5425 or get online to dellsmaterials.com.
Welcome into the Lakes Family Chiropractic Halftime Show, brought to you by Dr. Abby Reverts at Lakes Family Chiropractic in Madison. Eliminate back, neck, shoulder, muscle pain today. Contact your board-certified doctor of chiropractic care, Dr. Abby Reverts. Improve your health and return your life with quality care from Lakes Family Chiropractic. Look them up on Facebook or call 556-2002. Your score here at halftime of this Region 3A boys semifinal as the Madison Bulldogs leading Del Rapids 25-22. Del Rapids and Madison have traded the leads here throughout the game. Del Rapids is led by as many as 4. The Bulldogs have not led by more than 3, where they have it right now. It's been a very close game, and I got to tell you, it really has felt like, kind of a heavyweight boxing match. A couple of fighters feeling each other out here for the first couple of rounds. There was a little flurry there in the second quarter with about 2 minutes to go where both teams were really starting to fly around. But other than that, you just feel like nobody really trying to put the pedal down here. Being a little bit cautious almost, both these teams, in this first half of play. Del Rapids led 13-11 to take us to the second quarter. Hoagland at the first basket to start the second quarter of play. That was when the lead pushed out to its biggest for Del Rapids. Want to congratulate the Chester Flyers. They beat Elkton Lake Benton 46-38. Chester is your District 7B boys champions. They will play Canastota Tuesday in Mitchell in the region championship game for the right to go to the Class B boys basketball state tournament. We'll have that Chester and Canastota game for you Tuesday night on our sister station Jammin' Country, FM 103. Your score here again at halftime. It's the Madison Bulldogs 25 and the Del Rapids Warriors 22. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We'll run down your individual scoring. That's next here on the Lakes Family Chiropractic Halftime Show.
In winter, Anderson High Performance Low E4 glass works so much better than ordinary dual pane glass. It can improve the energy efficiency of windows and patio doors by 35%. And that can save you a bundle. Any way the wind blows, come home to Anderson.
Come by Del Rapids Lumber in Del Rapids or Baltic for complete details and see the full line of Anderson windows on display. Avera Dell's Medical Group and Avera Dell's Area Hospital, with a clinic taking same-day appointments with extended hours as well, Monday evenings until 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to noon. Come meet the 4 family practice doctors as well as visiting physicians for specialty services, including prenatal and obstetric services and same-day surgical procedures such as cataract and colonoscopy. Avera Dell's Medical Group and Avera Dell's Area Hospital, making a positive impact in the lives and health of our community.
Dell's Auto Dell Rapids features all makes and models of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bring in your trade and you'll be pleasantly surprised, and now Dell's Auto provides guaranteed credit approval. Check out Dell's ever-changing inventory online at dellsauto.com. Dell's Auto, straight north on Highway 115 or on Cliff Avenue North, right on the west side of Dell Rapids. Dell's Auto, just 20 minutes north of high prices. Dell's Auto wishes the best to the Dell Rapids Warriors. Again, get online at dellrapidsauto.com.
B&G Transportation Incorporated is a full-service transportation company made up of up-to-date air ride equipment, including refrigerated, dry van, flatbed, and step deck. Their staff is a dedicated group of men and women with the goal of safely transporting your products anywhere in the United States. Call B&G Transportation today at 256-9105 or stop in at their office at 433 Southeast 12th Street, Suite 101 in Madison. B&G Transportation, a member of the Madison community since 1972, wishes the Madison Bulldog teams good luck.
Welcome back to the Lakes Family Chiropractic Halftime Show here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390, and with our live video stream online at AmazingMadison.com. The Madison Bulldogs lead the Dell Rapids Warriors 25-22 here at halftime. Let's take a look at your first half scoring rundown. It's Ty Hoagland leading the way. He leads all scorers with 11 first half points. 5 for Mason Peter for the Warriors. Sheldon Simmonsma just with 2. Sam White with 2, and Jeff Shuck with 2 for Dell Rapids. Something to see Simmonsma there with just a couple of points. And the first half, he really took it to the Bulldogs when these two teams played in Dell Rapids earlier this year. Simmonsma ended the game with 18 points. He dominated the second quarter, hitting 3 from beyond the arc, but a quiet start for Simmonsma in this one. For the Madison Bulldogs, they've really spread the scoring around. Mitch Hansen and Tanner Denholt each with 5. 4 for Marcus Van Den Bosch. Tanner Berg with 3. 1 point for Mason Layton. 4 off the bench for Aaron Fegan. 3 for Brody Fredrickson. Neither team has shot especially well from the GSN Insurance free throw line. The Bulldogs 4 of 8, while Dell Rapids is just 2 of 5 from the GSN Insurance free throw line here in the first half. Again, over on Jammin' Country, that game is in the books. Chester picked up the win in their district championship game. Moves on to play Canastota. Winner of this game gets Sioux Falls Christian, who got a 69-39 victory over Flandreau earlier here tonight at the Elman Center. So they await either Dells or Madison coming up on Tuesday night. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout as we wrap up the Lakes Family Chiropractic Halftime Show. Third quarter action coming up next. Bulldogs lead at 3 at halftime. We're back in a minute on AM 1390.
At East River Federal Credit Union, we offer slam dunk rates so you can get the car, truck, or recreation vehicle of your dreams without breaking your budget. Talk with one of our loan officers about financing or refinancing with our all-star rates. Visit eastriverfcu.com or call 256-8145 and ask us how we can save you money today. East River Federal Credit Union proudly supports the Madison Bulldogs and is member NCUA insured and equal opportunity lender.
Kingsley Funeral Home supports the community in the Madison and Lakes area. Kingsley Funeral Home offers funeral and cremation services. Kingsley Funeral Home is family owned and operated by Laura and Andy and has been serving the Salem area since 1939 and now serves the Madison and the Lakes areas. Andy and Laura are excited to expand their operations and offer caring, compassionate services to the Madison and surrounding communities. Both Andy and Laura will continue working at the Kingsley Funeral Home Hartford Chapel in Hartford, the Sandal Funeral Home, and now Madison.
Welcome back in on Dakota's Best, AM 1390, KJAM, and online at AmazingMadison.com. I'm Matt Gross, broadcasting to you from the Helena broadcast booth. Helena of Madison, people, products, knowledge. Fans, educators are role models. They require a great deal of time and energy. What are the unsung heroes our educators get? Well, the simple truth about education-based activities is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, it wouldn't be possible. School activities bring out the best in all of us. This message brought to you by the South Dakota High School Activities Association. 25-22. Madison Bulldogs have the lead here. As we get ready to start the third quarter of play, Bulldogs will have the basketball to start things off. Madison with Leighton, Berg, Den Hode, Van Den Bosch, and Hansen on the floor. Mitch's ankle looks to be, I don't know if it's 100%, but certainly haven't seen him limping, haven't seen him grimace really at all in this ball game as well. Peter, Simmons, Mo White, Shuck, and Hoagland back on the floor for Dell Rapids. None of those players with more than one foul. A couple of bench players for Dells with two, but that's it. Leighton has the ball as we start the third quarter of play here at the Elman Center. Backdoor cut to Den Hode, and he got fouled as he took it to the rack. Fouled at the rim by Jeff Shuck. That'll be his first personal foul, first on Dells here in the second half. And Tanner Den Hode will get a trip to the GSN Insurance free throw line. 5 points all in the first quarter for Tanner. First free throw is up and good. Extends the Bulldog lead to 4 now. That's their biggest of the game at 26-22. Second free throw for Tanner Den Hode, no good. And the rebound to the Warriors. They'll hand off to Ty Hoagland. And the senior will bring it up into the front court. Van Den Bosch has been with him all game long. Pass away right side to Mason Peter. Holding with it, looks into the corner left side for Shuck. Fires up a jump shot from about 15 feet, no good. Rebound Leighton for the Bulldogs. Mason will bring it up himself. Right to the top of the key. Drives inside the paint. Left-handed layup off the window. Good for two. Leighton with two. It's a 3-0 run to start the third quarter here for the Madison Bulldogs. Hoagland into the front court. Works his way to the right side. Now crosses it over in the left hand. He's cut out by Van Den Bosch and Hansen. Passes away off to White. White, nice leave inside. Oh, and a foul at the rim as White left it off for Mason Peter. And Peter got fouled by Tanner Den Hode and will head to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot two. First foul on Tanner here in the ball game. Mason Peter 1 of 1 from the GSN Insurance free throw line. Make it 2-2. 6 in the game for Peter. And it's 28-23 Madison. Second Peter free throw on its way, 28-24. 2-2 from the line is Mason Peter. Takes advantage of the opportunity there as Leighton brings it up into the front court here for the Madison Bulldogs. Drives in for the right side, lays it up left hand, just couldn't get the roll, and Shuck has the rebound. Great move to the rim there by Leighton, just rolled out at the last second. Hoagland with the basketball. Hoagland drives inside, fakes in the pass, throws it up left hand, no good. We got a charge? Yes, we do. An offensive foul on Ty Hoagland will be his second. And the second on the Warriors here in the third quarter. We've played just a little over a minute of this third quarter. Madison leading 28-24 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Leighton crosses the timeline for the Bulldogs to the top of the key. Passes off to the right side for Van Den Bosch. Back over to Mitch. Now Den Hode. Berg with it in the corner on the left side. Back out to Van Den Bosch. Leighton has it again. Leighton going to fire up a three. Nobody in his face. He'll bury it. Mason left him open, and he buried the three. 5 in the quarter for Mason Leighton, and it's a 31-24 lead for the Bulldogs as the student section for Madison comes to its feet. Pass goes outside. Stepping back as Shuck thought about that three. Hands it off to Hoagland around a screen. Van Den Bosch right there with him. Now he steps back, tries to drive, spins into the paint. Nice leave off. Down low and a block by Den Hode. They're going to draw a foul. Oh, they will. Tanner Den Hode will pick up the foul. He thought he had all ball on that one. Second on Den Hode. And the Warriors will send Sam White to the GSN Insurance free throw line. He's 0-2 from the line today. First free throw up and good. He'll check out. If he makes the second one, Schmidt awaiting to replace him here. Second from the GSN Insurance free throw line is good. So White hits them both, then checks out. With 6:03 to go in the third quarter, Madison leading 31-26 here on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Layton will run the point for the Bulldogs here, crossing the midcourt stripe. Now out. Drives inside the arc to about 15 feet, then backs it back out as the defense recovers. Sizes up his defender, drives inside, kicks it out for Hansen. Hansen takes a step, off a nice screen, but it got blocked by Shuck. Ball tipped around, Mitch controls, spins to the left, throws it up, left it short, and the rebound to Schmidt. And Schmidt hands off to Hoagland. Hoagland will run it up into the front court for Dell Rapids. Hesitation dribble, looking for some room inside. Vandenbosch sticks with it. Hands it off for Simmonsma. Simmonsma dribbles into the post, gets it back to Hoagland, nearly slipped. Vandenbosch goes down. Hoagland fires up a three. No good. Offensive rebound, put back up off the glass. No good. Rebound to Den Hode for the Madison Bulldogs. Long pass from Hansen ahead to Vandenbosch. Vandenbosch dribbles just inside the arc, now picks up his dribble. Finds a cutting Mitch Hansen. Hansen pulls his way inside and lays a floater up with the right hand and good. First two of the half for Mitch Hansen. He has 7 in the game. 33-26, Madison Bulldogs here in the third. As Peter off into the corner for Schmidt. Three good for Mason Schmidt. And a timeout, Dells. 4:51 to go, third quarter, Madison 33. Dell Rapids 29. We're back in 1 minute on AM 1390.
The important obligations in your life. Cundert Williams is the oldest independent insurance agency in Madison. Cundert Williams will protect your tomorrows with the company that offers the best coverage at the best price. Call Cundert Williams today for free, no-obligation price quotes and multi-policy discounts. Service is our claim to fame.
Stop in at Cundert Williams Insurance at 122 West Center Street in Madison. The sweat, the time, the dedication all pays off. Proof Products wishes good luck to the coaches, players, and student managers on their road to state. Proof Products has been serving the Madison area since 1947. They have a large inventory of hydraulic hose end, and adapters. Proof Products also makes custom hoses for LP gas, air conditioning, and power washers. Proof Products is a proud supporter of the Madison Bulldogs.
Back here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM from the Helena broadcast booth. Helena of Madison meeting the changing needs of area producers. Mason Schmidt just hit the big three. And now Dell Rapids shows maybe a little half-court trap coming up here. Hansen will bring it up across the timeline. Pass ahead to Layton. Here is the trap. Layton dribbles through it and controls for the Bulldogs. Finds his way inside and lays it in with a finger roll. Mason Layton with 7 here in the quarter. Going to try a trap on Mason. Better get back to the rim real quick. He's got the speed to dribble out of it. Here's Sheldon Simmonsma with it. Goes high post. Nobody on Schmidt, and he buries a jump shot just inside the arc. 5 in the quarter for Mason Schmidt off the bench. As Layton brings it up here for the Madison Bulldogs. 2-3 zone again applied by Dell Rapids. Layton inside. Nice look for Vandenbosch. Vandenbosch holds in the air and can't get the shot to go down, but a foul will send Marcus to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot 2. Foul on the Warriors, Mason Schmidt, his 3rd personal foul. He's the only man to hit a shot from the field here in the 3rd quarter for Dells, but he's just picked up his 3rd. Vandenbosch first from the line is good. 5 in the game for Marcus Vandenbosch as Jeff Shuck checks out and Tanner Hive into the ball game for Dell Rapids. Himes in there with 2 fouls, that is. Vandenbosch, 2nd for the GSN Insurance free throw line is good. He's made them both, and the Bulldogs lead is back out to 6 now, 37-31 here in the 3rd quarter. We're halfway through the 3rd. Hoagland into the front court for Dell Rapids. Hoagland looking to go one-on-one with Vandenbosch. Leaves it off behind him for a 3 from Schmidt. No good. Rebound to Mason Layton. Layton runs it up on the near sideline. Layton tries to drive. Goes into the corner for Berg. Berg nearly lost it. Recovers the ball. Gets it to Vandenbosch. Back out to Mason Layton now. He'll dribble back out to the top of the key and reset. Here for the Madison Bulldogs. Kicks it out. Tanner Berg a 3. No good. Rebound just reaching right over the top of Vandenbosch was Sheldon Simmonsma to grab that one. Now Hoagland runs it across the timeline. Had it stripped away by Vandenbosch. They're going to call a foul on Marcus. And that'll be his second personal. Brody Fredrickson and Aaron Fegan coming in here for the Bulldogs. Coming out, Mitch Hansen, I believe. No, Berg and Den Hode checking out. 3:28 to go here in the third quarter. Madison leading by 6, 37-31 in the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. 3:28 to go in the third as Del Rapids has the basketball. Hoagland left side to Mason Peter. Outside to Heim now. Foot on the stripe there. Hands off to Simmonsma, guarded by Brody. Simmonsma wants a three, hangs in the air, fires it up off the back of the iron. No good. Ball's kicked around, and Hansen has it for the Madison Bulldogs. Mitchell run the point himself here. Rifles a pass inside, looking for Fegan, and a foul called on Del Rapids. It'll be on Tanner Heim, his third personal. Fourth team foul on Del Rapids with 3:06 to go here in the fourth. Inbounds pass lobbed up to Brody Fredrickson now. Brody over to Mason. Mason holds with it on that wing on the right side. He's guarded by Peter. Dribbles it off into the corner. Just inside the arc as he got a nice pick and roll. Left it off to Aaron Fegan, who gets an easy lay-in. 6 in the game for Fegan, and the lead is 8 for the Bulldogs now. 39-31 with 2:43 to play in the third. Hoagland brings it into the front court for Del Rapids. They have struggled to score this quarter. Hoagland, nothing there. Gives it off for Peter. Reach-in foul on Mitch. Hansen's second personal. Fourth on the Bulldogs. Here in the third quarter. 8-point lead for Madison, 39-31 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Fans, make sure you join us for the Mustang Seeds postgame show at the conclusion of this one. Talk to Madison head coach Mike Rickey, all part of the Mustang Seeds postgame show here in Dakota's Best. Inbounds pass thrown away. Taken away by Mason Layton. It's a 3-on-2. Mason bounce pass looking for Brody. Brody didn't have position. He was falling away. Tried to throw it back to Fegan. The ball taken back. Then stolen away by Layton again. Layton going to slow it up a little bit. No, now drives inside the paint. Throws a jump shot from 14 feet. No good. Fegan tips the rebound out to Fredrickson. Fredrickson wants a deep three. Can't hit it. Fegan looking for a rebound. Can't control this time. It comes out to Mason Schmidt. What a wild little exchange that was. Hoagland into the front court around a screen. Hesitation dribbles. He's got some space on Marcus. Tried to drive. Got fouled by Fegan, I believe. Fifth foul on Madison as a team here in this third quarter. Foul was also going to call it on Marcus, and that is number 3. So Riley Yonke comes in. Berg comes in as well. Layton is out, and Vandenbosch will check out as Riley will be in to guard Ty Hoagland. With under 2 to play here in the third quarter, Madison leading 39-31 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. And bounce pass to Sheldon Simmonsma. Right back into the corner for Hoagland now. Right with Yonke in his face, and he buries the 3 from the corner. Wow, what a shot again by Ty Hoagland. He's hit a couple of those with a man right on him. Hansen brings it up here for the Madison Bulldogs. Out for Brody. Brody back to Mitch, top of the key. Wants a deep 3. No good. Rebound. Shuck for Del Rapids. Hands it off to Hoagland. And Brody goes for the steal. Now he's got to catch up. Hoagland going to fire up a deep 3. It's way off the mark. Hansen corrals the rebound for Madison. Mitch runs it across the timeline at the top of the key. Passes off for Berg. Berg back over to Brody. Ball got tipped. And Brody will reset here for Madison. Crossover to the free throw line. Pull up, jump shot. Air ball out of bounds. Del Rapids basketball. 1:10 to play here in the third. Madison has led by as many as 8. They lead now 39-34. Layton and Den Hode will come back in on the next whistle here for Madison. Riley Yonke picks up Ty Hoagland at the center stripe. Hoagland now looking to make his move and got fouled by Yonke. 6th on Madison. Foul is the first on the ball game for Riley. Den Hode and Layton in. Hansen and Brody out. 1 to go here in the third. Del Rapids will be shooting free throws on every Madison foul now the rest of the way. Hoagland holds with it, guarded by Riley. Pulls up from deep. 3, no good off the front of the iron. Layton rebounds for Madison. Nearly got fouled by Heim. He'll slow it up here. About a 16-second differential in the shot in the game clock. See if Madison wants to take as much of it as they can. It looks like it. Leading 39-34. Bulldogs will try to run this clock down here a little bit. Layton. As Dell stays in the 2-3 zone, Berg has the basketball now for Madison. Back over to Mason. 10 on the shot clock. Now with 8. Berg kicks it inside. Nice look. This is Riley. Riley shot no good. Ball tipped around. Hoagland has the rebound for Dell Rapids. Now he can hold for a final shot here in the third. Walks it across the timeline. Now with 10 seconds. Riley has him as he crosses the line. Now 7 to go here in the third. Here comes a double team. Hoagland just drives around it. Nice leave inside. Tanner Heim shot off the window. No good. And the third quarter comes to an end. Your third quarter score, it's the Madison Bulldogs 39. Dell Rapids 34. We're back in 1 minute on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
The perfect place to feel at home.
If you or a loved one are considering assisted living, make sure to check out Heritage Senior Living. These private apartments include utilities, meals, and housekeeping. To learn more about Heritage Senior Living, call 256-1525.
The perfect place to feel at home. Heritage Senior Living. First Madison Insurance.
Professionalism and longevity instills trust and confidence when doing business. First Madison Insurance is a locally owned and trusted choice agent that will give you the best coverage at the best price. This is Greg Pender with First Madison Insurance. Rely on local agents for your personal, life, health, commercial, and crop insurance.
Large enough to serve you, small enough to care. First Madison Insurance.
Fourth quarter action now on Dakota's Best, AM 1390 KJAM, and online with a live video stream on the Madison Sports page at AmazingMadison.com. 39-34, Madison Bulldogs have the lead. Dell Rapids Warriors have the basketball as we start the fourth. Ty Hoagland with it. Marcus Vandenbosch back in. He has 3 fouls. The handoff goes to Sheldon Simmonsman now around a screen. Pull up for a 3. No good. And the rebound to Mason Layton for Madison. Runs it up the far court here for the Bulldogs. Bounce pass inside for Vandenbosch. Tried to kick it out. He got fouled as he made the pass. That'll be foul number 5 on Dell Rapids here as a team in the second half. Foul was on. Who was that on? Oh, Elijah Story. No, pardon me. I was going to say he's not in the game. It was on Sheldon Simmonsma. Layton with the basketball here for Madison. Round a Hansen screen. Looking to drive inside. Fading away. Shot up off the window. No good. Vandenbosch, though, fights for and controls the rebound. Bounce pass out to Berg. Madison resets. Hansen back to Berg now. Guarded by Hoagland. Berg calls off the offense. Right side pass for Mitch Hansen now. Back to Tanner again. Madison chewing up a lot of clock here, leading 39-34 early in this fourth quarter. Just a minute gone by. Here's Layton. Long pass Den Hode. Coming in from the baseline. Got cut off with 10 seconds. Now in trouble in the corner. Finds Berg. Berg looks for a shot with 7 seconds. It's a 3. It's no good. Rebound high in the air. Vandenbosch has his second offensive rebound out to Mason Layton. Bulldogs can run again here and control some clock. Madison trying to take down the Warriors. Kick outside from Hansen to Den Hode. A 3. No. Offensive rebound again for Madison. Hansen has the basketball. Gets it out for Den Hode in the corner. That's 3 offensive rebounds on this possession for the Madison Bulldogs, and that'll bring their fans alive here with 6:30 to go in the fourth. Layton, crossover into the paint. Rifles a pass, looking for Vandenbosch out of bounds. And a turnover on the Bulldogs, just their 5th of the ball game. With 6:22 to go in the fourth, they lead by 5, 39-34. That was a long possession that Madison didn't get anything out of. 3 offensive rebounds, but no points. Hoagland, nice move into the paint, throws it up, right hand, can't find it though. Shook rebound, fouled by Den Hode. And Jeff Shuck will head to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot 2. It's foul number 7 on the Bulldogs, number 3 on Den Hode. We have 6:13 to go in this fourth quarter of play. Jeff Shuck, just 2 points in the ball game. They came in the first quarter. First here for the GSN Insurance free throw line. Rolls off the front end. No good. Coming out for Dell Rapids is Sam White as Tanner Heim is back in. Second for the GSN Insurance free throw line for Shuck, and nearly an air ball. Rebound tipped around, though. It's going to be Dell's ball. We're going to have a jump, I think. No. Recovery by Dells and a timeout taken on the floor by Jeff Shuck. He got his own rebound and called time with 6:10 to go here in the fourth. 39-34 Bulldogs. We're back in 30 seconds on Dakota's Best.
Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison is your place for wings. 35-cent Wing Wednesdays in both traditional and boneless with several flavors from 5 to 10. Stadium Sports Grill also has 18 flat-screen TVs, so you never miss any of the action, plus pool tables and a full menu of great food and your favorite cold beverage on tap. Stadium Sports Grill also has a breakfast menu on Saturday and Sundays only from 11 to 2. Be sure to stop at the Stadium Sports Grill in downtown Madison for 35-cent Wing Wednesday, both traditional and boneless with several flavors from 5 to 10.
Welcome back to Dakota's Best, AM 1390. It's the Region 3A semifinals. Madison leads 39-34 here with 6:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Dell Rapids has the basketball. Hoagland will trigger the inbounds pass for the Couriers. Lobs it up high beyond the arc to Sheldon Simmonsbaugh, then comes and grabs the ball from him. And looks to drive one-on-one against Vandenbosch. Got around him into the paint, floats it up. No, but a foul, and Ty Hoagland will head back to the GSN Insurance free throw line as that foul's on Marcus Vandenbosch, his fourth personal. Aaron Fegan's going to check in. I believe it's Vandenbosch that will come out here for the Bulldogs. So Hoagland goes to the line to shoot two. Just 3 points in the second for Hoagland as he hits the first here. We'll see who's going to guard Hoagland in the next possession for the Bulldogs. As Hoagland steps to the line, he's cut the Bulldog lead here down to 4, 39-35. 15 in the ball game for Ty. Make it 16 as he buries that one. He's 3 of 4 for the GSN Insurance free throw line in the ball game. Mason Layton will bring it up for the Madison Bulldogs. They have the lead here with just under 6 to play in the fourth quarter. 2-3 zone for the Couriers. Berg and Layton play a little catch beyond the arc. Now they set the offense in motion. Here's Hansen. Little double team as he passes it away. Back top of the key to Mason Layton. Left side it goes for Berg. Berg back to Mason now quickly. They move it over to Hansen. Hansen looking to drive in for the baseline. Passes back off for Fegan. Fegan goes to the glass and lays it in. He's had a strong game now with 8 points. And the Bulldogs lead is at 5. Hoagland trying to cut into that. Drives in, got the shot blocked. No, a whistle. Late whistle's going to send Hoagland back to the GSN Insurance free throw line again. Thought Layton had the block, but instead they'll call Mason with his third personal foul. And Hoagland to the line. Den Hoag going over to talk with the officials. The Hoagland free throw is good. Ty had a big first quarter, hit a couple of threes. Had 8 points overall in the first. As Shuck checks out and Sam White back in. Just 3 points in the second quarter, 3 in the third, and now 3 here in the fourth for Ty Hoagland. And make it 4 as he cashes in on both from the GSN Insurance free throw line. 41-38, Madison Bulldogs have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Mason Layton with the basketball for Madison, out for Den Hoag. Den Hoag back top of the key for Mason now. Trying to find a way to penetrate this zone. Here's Berg with it. Madison also with a little bit of a lead, where it's worked a lot of clock here. Here's Berg in the corner, faked on a three, tried to drive in, got cut off. Leaves the bounce pass back out to Hansen, now with 10 to shoot. Here's Berg with the basketball, back to Mitch now. Mitch runs into the paint, throws up the runner with the right hand off the window, no good. Rebound controlled by Peter, for Dell Rapids. He'll bring it up across the timeline himself. Slow up as Layton comes on him, hands it off for Hoagland, nearly over and back, but Ty crossed the line, wants a deep three, can't hit it. Rebound tipped around, we gotta have a foul on Dell Rapids. Foul on the Couriers. on Tanner Heim will be his 4th personal foul and give the Bulldogs the ball back, leading 41-38 here on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Layton with the basketball as Warriors go back into that zone. They'll go into the corner. Denhode wants a 3. He got it! Tanner Denhode from beyond the arc. He doubles the lead to 6 with 4:20 to go in the 4th. Here's Hoagland, guarded by Fegan. Trying to break him down. He'll pass it off, then get it right back. Goes around a screen. Jump shot, 3, top of the key, no good. Hanson with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Hanson waits for everyone to clear, and now he'll run it up across the timeline. With 4 to play, we're halfway through the 4th. Bulldogs with a 6-point lead. Make it 9 from the corner again. Back-to-back for Tanner Denhode. 47-38 matches the biggest lead of the game here for the Bulldogs in this 4th quarter. Simmons off the wing. Trying to drive on Berg. Passes away for Peter. Peter, he traveled with it. Turnover on Dell Rapids. As Jeff Shuck comes back in. Bulldog basketball, 3:45 to go here in the 4th. Madison leading 47-38 on the Sunshine Foods scoreboard. Berg has hit 2 in a row from beyond the arc. The lead was 3 just a mere 30 seconds ago. Layton brings it up here for the Bulldogs around a Hanson screen. Stutter step, now attacks, throws up the ball, off the window, spins out, no good. And the rebound of the Warriors. Hoagland now has got a lot of pace as he comes into the front court. Into traffic, throws up the shot, gets the call. And we'll head to the GSN Insurance free throw line as Fegan just shakes his head. Hanson throws his hands up. I think the Bulldog argument is that he's out of control and got rewarded that time. But he will head to the line to shoot 2 more. Hoagland is 4 of 4 from the GSN Insurance free throw line in the quarter. No, can't hit the front end here as it falls off. Schmidt back into the ball game for Dell Rapids as Sam White will check out. Bulldogs have Hanson, Denhode, Fegan, Berg, and Layton on the floor. Hoagland, free throw, good. 5 in the quarter for him, all for the GSN Insurance free throw line. Madison now leads 47-39, 3:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. See if they slow things down. Layton over to Berg. They don't look like they want to. They're going to keep aggressive play here. Just inside the arc is Hanson. Corner left side, Denhode. Simmons ball over him. Too much. He drives inside. Ball's rejected by Shuck. And it'll come out to Hoagland. Fegan picks him up. He drives inside. Right-handed layup. No, but another foul will send Ty Hoagland back to the GSN Insurance free throw line once again to shoot 2. 5 of 6 from the line here in the 4th quarter. Foul is going to go on Aaron Fegan. That's his 2nd personal. Marcus has picked up 4 trying to guard Hoagland. Riley 1, now Fegan 2 as he's guarding Ty. And they'll send him back to the line. First one up and good. Talked to Scott Gusso just on Wednesday. Said we hadn't seen a lot of GSN Insurance free throws in the last couple of games. That's changed here. First one for Hoagland, good. Second one up, it's good as well. And the lead is back to 6 for the Bulldogs, 47-41 with just under 3 minutes to play in the ball game. Across the timeline comes Berg. Off to Mason Layton. He's guarded by Peter. Around a screen of Hanson. Comes back to the top of the key. They switch and put Schmidt on it. Hanson trying to post up. Ball got batted from behind and a foul by Mason Peter. And that is number 7 on Dell Rapids. It'll send Hanson to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. And a big opportunity here from the line for the Madison senior, Mitch Hanson. 7 points the ball game. He is 2 of 2 from the GSN Insurance line here in the game. Front end of the 1-and-1, good. No doubt about that one. Buried it and puts Madison back up 7-48. 2:41 with 2:40 to go. Second free throw from Hanson, good. Cool, calm, and collected in the 4th quarter here have been the Bulldogs. Hoagland lets the ball roll across the timeline, now picks it up and looks to run. Comes inside the paint, then kicks it out for Simmonsma. Out to Hoagland now. Hoagland looking to break down Hanson. Here comes a double team. On Fegan. He has to kick it out. Simmonsma wants a 3. Rejected by Mason Layton, and Berg has the rebound. Oh, and then a foul on, no foul. I can't believe they didn't call that foul on Mitch Hanson. Layton drives into the front court, kicks it back out, pass intercepted by Mason Peter. Peter coming from behind him is Den Hode. Peter will control the ball and then get fouled by Fegan. And that will send Peter to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot 2. A double bonus here for Mason Peter. Vandenbosch going to come in after the first free throw, as will Sam White. 2 shots coming up for Mason Peter. Hansen had a big grin on his face after the no call there. He knew he got away with one. So he shoved the Dell's player to the ground. Officials let him play on. First Peter free throw, good. Boy, Dell's, all their points in this fourth quarter have come from the GSN Insurance free throw line. Aaron Fegan comes out. He's done a great job guarding Hoagland in Vandenbosch's absence. Second Peter free throw, left it short. Rebound, tipped around, controlled by Vandenbosch for the Bulldogs. And Marcus looks for and finds Mason Layton. He'll bring it up. Just 2 to play in the fourth quarter, 49-42, and the foul comes. As the Bulldogs have the lead, the foul came by Mason Peter. Will send Mason Layton to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a 1-on-1. Peter checks out as Mason Schmidt comes back in. Layton to the line to shoot the front end of the bonus here. They lead 49-42 to the Bulldogs with 2:01 to play. Free throw is up and no good. Rebound to Shuck. He hands it off to Hoagland. Here come the Warriors now. To the top of the key. Going around Vandenbosch as Hoagland can't get the layup to go, and then a foul, a loose ball foul on Jeff Shuck as Vandenbosch had position for the rebound. 1:51 to go, and they're going to send Marcus Vandenbosch to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a 1-1. 2 of 2 from the line today is Marcus. 49-42, Madison with the lead. Hoagland has shot a lot of free throws, but he has missed a lot of shots inside here today. Free throw by Vandenbosch, no good, and the rebound to Dell Rapids. Hansen trying to deny the pass to Hoagland, but they do get it to him. And Mitchell bring it up into the front court. Vandenbosch calls Hansen away, says, I'll take it myself. Hoagland drives inside. This time he does finish at the rim. That's the first field goal of the fourth quarter for Dell Rapids. Berg comes across the timeline with 1:30 to play here in the fourth. Madison leading by 5, 49-44 on the Sunshine Food scoreboard. Hoagland right with Berg. They're going to get a timeout for Madison. No, a foul. Pardon me, a foul on Ty Hoagland, his third personal foul. That'll send Tanner Berg to the GSN Insurance free throw line. Madison has missed their last 2, but it'll be a double bonus now for Berg. 49-44, Bulldogs with the lead, 1:24 to go in this Region 3A semifinal game. Winner gets Sioux Falls Christian on Tuesday. First free throw by Berg is good. 4 in the ball game for Tanner Berg. And a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs, 50-44. This one's big. It would put it out to a 3-possession lead with 1:24 to go. Berg, free throw. Good. Clutch shooting by the Bulldogs. Tanner Berg. Hoagland picks up the ball now as he comes into the front court. Hoagland driving on Vandenbosch, goes in, finger roll with the right hand is good. And a timeout taken by the Warriors. 1:19 to go in the game, 51-46 Bulldogs. We're back in a minute here on AM 1390.
Find your new spring wardrobe at Unique Boutique Consignment in Madison. They have brand names for all occasions. Unique Boutique has clothing for women and men up to 4X, children, and even clothing for infants. And find your Madison and DSU apparel. Get accessories for every outfit and some home decor. Unique Boutique is open Tuesday through Thursday from 10 to 6, Friday from 10 to 5, and Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 4. Unique Boutique is on Facebook or visit uniqueboutiquemadison.com. Unique Boutique Consignment on Northwest 2nd Street near Pizza Ranch in Madison.
Find everyday low prices at County Fair Foods in Dell Rapids. Count on the local butchers to set you up right with fresh USDA choice cuts and fresh ground beef. And check out County Fair Foods' weekly flyer for great specials. Don't forget that your daily purchases can lead to discounts at the County Fair Foods gas station so you can fuel up for those road trips throughout the season. Find everything you need in the deli, dairy, and produce departments at the friendliest store in town, County Fair Foods on Highway 77 in Dell Rapids.
Welcome back to Dakota's Best, AM 1390, and those of you watching online at AmazingMadison.com. 1:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Madison leads Dell Rapids 51-46 in the Region 3A semifinals. Madison has the basketball. Hanson runs over Berg and then gets the ball in the corner off the inbounds pass and got fouled. Berg looks to Hanson. He says, "That's my bad." They shake hands at center court. Berg's a tough guy, but he's going to get the worst of that every time with Hanson. Foul was on Mason Peter, his fourth personal foul. It sends Mitch Hanson to the GSN Insurance free throw line to shoot a double bonus. He is 4 of 4 from the line. Madison leads 51-46 with 1:17 to play. Hanson, front end, free throw, good. He is stroking those free throws with some confidence here in the fourth quarter. Denhode, Layton, Hanson, Berg, and Van Den Bosch, the starters on the floor for Madison here in this final 1:17. Second free throw, nothing but nylon there for Hanson. 53-46 Bulldogs. Hoagland brings it up into the front court for Dell Rapids. Hoagland crosses over, kicks into the corner. They'll fire up a three from Schmidt. Good for Mason Schmidt. 53-49. Inbounds pass stolen away by Hoagland. Hoagland layup good. And it's 53-52 and a timeout on the floor from Dell Rapids. A 5-point swing by the Warriors with 59 seconds to play. They're right back in it. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. Madison's lead down to 2. We're back in 1 minute on AM 1390.
It's been a great winter for Madison High School activities. The Madison Gymnastics program won their 19th state championship and swept the top 3 spots in the individual all-around. And Madison sent 8 individual wrestlers to the state tournament. Now as the season winds down, the Madison Booster Club wishes good luck to the basketball teams as they begin postseason play. Good luck, Bulldogs, from your supporters in the Madison Booster Club.
Wilbur Ellis is a leading provider of innovative solutions in plant protection, plant nutrition, and seed technology. With the premier products and one-on-one relationships their local field experts provide, they're dedicated to helping their customers grow. At Wilbur Ellis, they're always bringing you new ideas, and they never stop looking ahead. Contact your local Wilbur Ellis specialist today to find out how to maximize your return on investment. Wilbur Ellis in Chester. Call 489-2171 or 1-800-699-2171. Wilbur Ellis, proud to sponsor this broadcast and area athletics.
A 5-point swing for the Dell Rapids Warriors. And now a near steal, and it is stolen away by Mason Peter. Dell Rapids has the ball inside. We're tied! Pass went inside to Sam White. He made the shot. We're tied at 53. Bulldogs ahead to Marcus Van Den Bosch. Here comes a double team. That's a 7-point run by Dell Rapids in a span of about 8 seconds. 40 to go. We're tied at 53. Mason Layton has the basketball. Both crowds are ready to go here, and a timeout taken by Madison. Holy cow! We're tied at 53. A 7-0 run by Dell Rapids in a span of 8 seconds. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We're back in 1 minute on AM 1390.
East River Electric Power Cooperative wishes the Madison Bulldogs the best of luck this postseason. As a wholesale power supply cooperative serving eastern South Dakota and western Minnesota, East River Electric exists to enhance the value of its members by helping to power the lives of tens of thousands of people and empowering consumers to use electricity more efficiently. East River Electric is a proud community sponsor. And on behalf of the many hard-working East River Electric employees who call Madison home, we say good luck, Bulldogs.
There has never been a better time to be a Bulldog. Madison High School student-athletes have proven themselves to be among the best in the state, on and off the court. Your locally owned and operated Dairy Queen in Madison is proud to support not only the athletic achievements of the students, but their scholastic and educational achievements as well. Congratulations, Madison Bulldogs, on all that you have and will achieve from the entire staff at the Dairy Queen in Madison.
Madison Bulldogs have the basketball. 25 seconds to go, 10 on the shot clock. Mason Layton steps back to the free throw line, drives inside, got contact, put the shot up, no good. Rebound to Dell Rapids. And the Warriors can hold for the final shot to try to get the win. We're tied at 53. Hoagland into the front court with 10 seconds, guarded by Marcus Van Den Bosch. Hoagland now with 6 seconds. Hoagland, deep three for the lead. Good! Ty Hoagland with the three from 26 feet. It's a 10-0 run by Dell Rapids, and they lead 56-53. Tanner Bird called the timeout after the three, and they will put 3 seconds on the clock. Madison basketball with 3 seconds. Bulldogs do have timeouts left, so there is a scenario if they can make a long pass to half court to call another timeout and then try an inbounds play. Scores table is motioning the officials over to talk about something here. 56-53. So Dell Rapids in this last minute got a 3 from Mason Schmidt, a steal, a 2 from Sam White, another steal, a 2 for Ty Hoagland, and then off a missed shot from Mason Layton, Ty Hoagland buried an incredibly deep 3 from the top of the key to give Dell Rapids a 56-53 lead with 3 seconds to play. Vanden Bosch will trigger the inbounds pass here for the Madison Bulldogs. Down by 3 with 3 seconds. Vanden Bosch fires it in for Berg. Berg across the timeline. Berg, can he get it off for the tie? No good! And an unbelievable comeback by the Dell Rapids Warriors has given them an improbable 56-53 win here at the Elman Center in Sioux Falls. Just an unreal turn of events. Madison led by 7 points with under a minute to go and had the basketball. Pardon me, a 9-point lead there. It's a 3 by Dell Rapids, then a 2 off a steal, then another 2 off a steal. Hoagland a 2. Madison did everything right, but just turned the ball over in a span of about 5 seconds. They turned it over 2 times to give Dell Rapids the opportunity to come back into the ball game, and they took advantage. 56-53. The Warriors with the come-from-behind win over the Madison Bulldogs. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in 3 minutes with the Mustang Seeds post-game show here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390.
Mustang Seeds, your proven leader with proven performance for over 53 years. Providing top-notch service that area producers have come to expect, Mustang Seeds provides the service and products to maximize yields and quality harvest. Mustang Seeds is the best choice for having your farming operations succeed. Contact your seed expert today at Mustang Seeds, 605-256-6529, or online at mustangseeds.com.
You can count on our seeds year after year, planting your future, Mustang Seeds.
For over 40 years, Schwabach Insurance has served the Sioux Empire with complete insurance and real estate services. Schwabach Insurance is an independent agency and will figure the best rates available for your personal and business protection. Schwabach Real Estate is on the Sioux Falls Multiple Listing Service and can take care of all your real estate planning. Contact Schwabach Insurance and Real Estate in Dell Rapids at 428-5498 for details. Schwabach Insurance and Real Estate, here to serve you.
Dell's Materials is your contact for all your ready-mix concrete projects. From residential, commercial, and agricultural projects for all of many.
Got through all 3 times.
Civil and Construction. They specialize in civil and construction projects of all types, including dust elimination. For more information on the dust eliminator, visit bx-cc.com. And for all your concrete construction projects, contact Dell's Materials today at 605-428-5425 or get online to dellsmaterials.com.
In winter, Anderson High Performance Low E4 glass works so much better than ordinary dual pane glass. It can improve the energy efficiency of windows and patio doors by 35%. And that can save you a bundle. Any way the wind blows, come home to Anderson.
Come by Dell Rapids Lumber in Dell Rapids or Baltic for complete details and see the full line of Anderson windows on display.
Avera Dell's Medical Group and Avera Dell's Area Hospital, with a clinic taking same-day appointments with extended hours as well, Monday evenings until 7 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to noon. Come meet the 4 family practice doctors as well as visiting physicians for specialty services, including prenatal and obstetric services and same-day surgical procedures such as cataract and colonoscopies. Avera Dell's Medical Group and Avera Dell's Area Hospital, making a positive impact in the lives and health of our community.
Dell's Auto Dell Rapids features all makes and models of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Bring in your trade and you'll be pleasantly surprised, and now Dell's Auto provides guaranteed credit approval. Check out Dell's ever-changing inventory online at dellsauto.com. Dell's Auto, straight north on Highway 115 or on Cliff Avenue North, right on the west side of Dell Rapids. Dell's Auto, just 20 minutes north of high prices. Dell's Auto wishes the best to the Dell Rapids Warriors. Again, get online at dellrapidsauto.com.
Welcome back to Dakota's Best AM 1390 and the Mustang Seeds postgame show, brought to you by Mustang Seeds, a family-owned company that has earned a reputation of excellent service and proven performance for over 50 years. Quite frankly, the wildest finish to a basketball game that you'll find. And there's been some unbelievable ones over the years on this floor between Dell Rapids and Madison. Go back a couple of years ago and the late foul and the Nordling free throws for the 1-point win. Go back a few years before that at a triple overtime game that saw Madison come up just short to the Langer-led Warriors. There's been some great ones here at the Elman Center. This ranks up there easily with any of them, but unfortunately for the Bulldogs, the loss ends their season here in the Region 3A semifinals. Madison, a 7-point lead with under a minute to go. Dell Rapids comes back, finds those 7 points in a matter of just a few seconds. Completes the comeback with the tie. Hoagland then off a latent shot that fell off with about 13 seconds to go. Hoagland got the rebound, came down the floor, buried a deep three from the top of the key to give Dell Rapids a 3-point lead with 3 seconds. Berg got a decent look at it on the run there as time expired, but his shot was off the mark. And the Bulldogs fall here in this Region 3A semifinal, 56-53. The Warriors move on to play Sioux Falls Christian in what promises to be another classic game on Tuesday night. Now, we will have the game right here on AM 1390 KJAM. Let's run down the numbers for you. Ty Hoagland, 30 points in this ball game. 16 of them coming in the fourth quarter, including the game-winning three. 8 points for Mason Schmidt off the bench. He had the three that started the comeback with 59 seconds to go. 8 from Mason Peter, 6 from Sam White, 2 apiece for Jeff Shook and Sheldon Simmonsma for the Dell Rapids Warriors. For the Madison Bulldogs, Tanner Den-Hode had a team-high 12 points in this one as his senior year comes to an end with this heartbreaking loss, as does Mitch Hansen, who had 9 points. Tanner Berg had 5 for the Bulldogs, 8 for Mason Layton, 6 for Marcus Vandenbosch, 8 off the bench for Aaron Fegan, who played a great game today offensively and defensively. Brody Fredrickson had 3 for the Madison Bulldogs. But again, it's Dell Rapids with the 56-53 win here at the Elman Center in Sioux Falls. As coming over to join us here in the Mustang Seeds postgame show is the Madison Bulldog head coach, Mike Rickey. And Mike, I really have no words for what we saw out there. Your team played a really great game, and it's a shame that it has to end that way. Dell Rapids just made it an unbelievable comeback, couple of turnovers in there, and a crazy 3 by Hoagland to finish it off.
You know, you always, in close games like that, and it shouldn't have been that close. But once it got close, you always hate to not, you know, when it's a close game, you always want to have the best player on the floor.
Yeah.
And they did. And, you know, and he showed us why he's the best player in the state of South Dakota, as far as my opinion. You know, we preached at the beginning of the game, 32 minutes. We got to rebound. We got to take care of the ball for 32 minutes. We did it for about 31. All right, and it just got away from us there at the end. I feel bad for those kids because that's something that they're going to have to live with, especially those seniors, for an awful long time. But, you can't forget about the first 31 minutes that put us in a position to have that win.
I mean, you said it right. They're doing everything right. I thought you rebounded so well today, and then hitting those free throws. Mitch knew they were going in before he shot them. He was shooting with such confidence.
Yeah, and I told the kids, you made liars out of me, because I told them, guys, if we can win the rebounding battle, we'll win that game. And I haven't seen the stats, but we had to have won that rebounding. I would be
surprised if you didn't,
but we had it. We should have won that game. I'm not saying we should have won. I'm not. That would be taking away credit from Dell Rapids. But if we take care of that ball down there and down the stretch in those last 2 minutes, we were shooting with confidence from the free throw line, and you just had a feeling that it was just a matter of getting that ball in bounds and getting to the line. But sometimes that's easier said than done.
Marcus trying to guard Ty ends up picking up some fouls. Aaron came in and he played a great game both sides of the ball.
Aaron really did. That was a big, that if you could take a positive out of it, that's got to give him a ton of confidence heading into next season, the way he played against that team. Big minutes, scoring, defensively, rebounding, everything. So I'm happy for him, and I'm really happy for our team for playing so well. But it's just a dagger, man. It's just a dagger. And that shot he hit, I looked at Marcus. I said, you can't defend that.
No, there's nothing you can do. Really, I think, what did he hit? He hit 4 threes in the game. 3 of them, he had somebody practically wiping his nose.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought we did a pretty good job on him. I was a little disappointed that we let him get to the foul line so much in that fourth quarter. We talked about you can't let the best player beat us. And I don't know, I know that Schmidt hit that three-pointer, and that was a big one. But other than him, I don't think anybody even took a shot in that fourth quarter other than Hoagland.
These seniors have had success, and a lot of them not just on the basketball court, obviously, in other activities as well. They've been one of the best teams in the state for their, really their 2 years of playing basketball here. I think you can make a very safe argument, one of the top 5 teams in the state for a stretch of 2 years, and unfortunately don't get to make that trip. But they've played just some great basketball in their careers.
Yeah, they really have. They put in a lot of time. They put in a lot of work, and and it's disappointing to lose. It's one thing when you go out. We've talked about this. When you go out and you get beat, you're okay with that. But we had that. We had it right where we wanted to, and now they did beat us there in that last minute. But I feel like we made some mistakes there to help them out, and so that makes it even tougher to swallow. They'll be thinking about this one for an awful long time. But that doesn't take. I told the kids that doesn't take away from everything that you accomplished all the before. For the your entire career. This one game cannot define your entire career.
Well, we appreciate you coming and talking to us here today, and after every game throughout the entire season. We appreciate your availability as always to us here, and hope you enjoy a little time off after this one, and we'll look forward to another season.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Thanks for all your coverage at at KJM for covering us, and and hopefully next year we can reload and give this another shot, because it is fun.
It is fun. I can't argue that, man.
It's a fun game. There's no doubt about that. So if we were on the winning end of that, Dell Rapids would be in our spot. So I'm happy for them, and they made a lot of good plays down the stretch. But I feel for our kids, and hopefully we can regroup and come back stronger maybe from what we learned.
All right. Thanks for the season, Mike. We'll talk to you later. Head coach Mike Rickey with us here on the Mustang Seeds postgame show. Dell Rapids completes an improbable comeback with a 56-53 win. A 3 from Ty Hoagland with 3 seconds that gave them the lead after they scored 7 points in what was approximately about a 10-second span when it seemed like Madison had this one in the books. Dell Rapids comes back and completes the victory here with the Hoagland 3. The Tannerberg attempted 3, a little runner from about 24 feet that would have tied the game, fell off the mark. Madison had just 3 seconds to go the length of the court. They got a pretty decent look at it, but it wouldn't go down, and the Bulldogs fall here in the region semifinals. Dell Rapids will play Sioux Falls Christian. Christian beat Flandre by 30 in their semifinal. Warriors and the Chargers Tuesday night right here on this floor at the Yellman Center and right here on Dakota's Best, AM 1390. We would like to thank, again, Madison head coach Mike Rickey for being with us all season long, and back again to the Bulldog girls and their head coach, Maisie Michelson, who's a big part of our broadcast here throughout the season as Bulldog basketball comes to an end. here on Dakota's Best this year. The Madison Bulldog coaches make themselves available to the media as much as any coaching staff in the state of South Dakota. We appreciate all that they do for us. All the sponsors, folks, the ads that you're hearing here in the games all season long for Bulldog basketball, stop into these businesses and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Bulldogs basketball on the air and now with our live video stream as well at AmazingMadison.com. It's their sponsorship that makes all this fun basketball happen. It was a fun one, but it's an unfortunate one for the Madison Bulldogs. They fall 56-53 here in the Region 3A semifinals. That'll do it for Bulldog basketball here in the 2015-2016 season. It's been a fun ride. We'll have Quarrier basketball Tuesday here on AM 1390 with Sioux Falls Christian. Chester Tuesday on Jammin' Country 103 as they take on Canastota. We'll have much more on that, of course, at AmazingMadison.com. Until then, from the Elman Center, again, your final score, Dell Rapids 56, Bulldogs 53. For Jim Crash Myers back at the KJM studio, for everyone at KJM Sports, I'm Matt Gross. Have a great weekend.